Hello again, and welcome to episode 7?
Yes.
Yeah, 7. It's almost like I'm in charge or something. I don't know where we are. Episode 7 of Shit Goes Down. Last episode was a lot of drinking in Delar. We got to Delar. Did a lot of drinking. And that was mostly what happened, was lots of day drinking in Delar Square in the middle of the Festival of Life. The city, as Ord had portrayed to all of you, had been built a long, long time ago and then taken under siege by an army of undead. And the city then erected an aqueduct wall all around the outside of this circular city, which is built on top of a slight hill. So you can see the keep at the top of the hill. Everything else is in quarters. And there's 3 layers to the city. The toppermost is the upper crust. That's where all the manor houses are. The middle is mostly where markets are. And the bottom and then the outside of the walls are all lower caste buildings. Everything inside the walls is a standing structure that was built to last, and everything outside is essentially farmers that have built huts up against the wall to try and be close to a safe space while not being able to afford being inside the walls themselves. So they were in the middle of this festival, which marked a defeat of a lich who had tried to claim this area for himself and kill the citizens. This was years and years and years ago. And the Festival of Life is a lot of bright colors and a lot of drinking. A lot of citrus treats, a lot of citrus flavors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your little citrus balls.
Yeah.
Coated in sugar. And then in the middle of eating and drinking your fill, a cloaked figure came out of the crowd and touched Urth's hand.
Oh, right.
And when he looked down, the hooded figure was gone, and there was a black dot like a tattoo on his palm. You guys had run after this figure, and you had caught a glimpse of it in the middle sector, disappearing into an alleyway. Going down that alleyway, you found yourselves in what essentially amounts to a nightclub. So, inside this medieval nightclub, there's a live band playing. You can go down the stairs into this floor section, which is where everyone is dancing. Huge throngs of people just waving. And on either side are basically seating areas with a fenced portion. And when last we left off, you had entered the nightclub, and in the far, far corner, you saw a cloaked figure disappearing into a curtained back area.
Well, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, we need to... I'm
gonna start pushing my way through the crowd.
Alright. As you guys push your way through the crowd, you get to the curtain section. It's a deep purple velvet curtain, and who's in front?
I probably pushed your.
I think,
but I'm probably in front.
I'm towards the front, but
Okay,
Leah said that she was leading the way.
So Leah, you pull back the curtain, and you're faced with a mountain of a figure. It's a half orc, more orc than human, and she has her arms crossed. She's dressed in all blacks. Not robes, leathers.
So
dyed
she's
leathers.
Like a bouncer.
She is the bouncer. And she's standing in between you, and you can sort of barely see around the bulge of her muscle on her arm, a doorway that leads off. And there's candlelight coming from it.
I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna grab Urth's hand, I'm gonna show her the dot, and be like, I think that person did this to my friend.
She just stares you down. Doesn't say anything.
Okay. Can we follow them? Do you know what this means? What is this place? Can you say anything to me? At all?
It's a nightclub.
Yeah, but what?
What is this section of the nightclub?
a VIP section.
Can you tell me who that hooded person was that just came in?
None of your business.
It might be my business.
No. And then she shuts the curtain.
I'm gonna, scramble through the crowd and find where they are and push through them, because I'm shorter than both of them, and push through and just say, oh, well, she is a very important person. She is...
The curtain's closed.
Yeah, I know.
Seeing two closed curtains.
Yes. Wait a minute.
I'm just coming through. What just happened?
Apparently, that's a VIP area.
Roll persuasion on the closed curtain.
And I saw a hooded figure, and I thought it was the one that gave Urth his little hand tattoo. But apparently the bouncer doesn't give two doodles about it. So.
Much less one.
Maybe not even a single
I'm still
one.
giving kind of the fixed stare, like drunk, focusing.
Because we're still kind of drunk, right?
You're telling me.
I'm
You're
super drunk.
still all pretty drunk.
I'm going.
I was talking to a curtain.
Yes. Very earnestly.
Yes.
Yeah, talking to a curtain.
I knock on the curtain for a second.
You knock on the curtain.
It sounds a lot like this.
You try and I guess move the curtain as you knock on it, and you feel resistance. There's a body there, and it feels like
She hasn't moved.
rock.
Oh boy.
And as you try and knock on the curtain, you would have expected the little center to part a little bit when you moved the curtain. It doesn't. She's holding it closed.
But she's still there. We just need to come in and look for a second. And then we'll leave, and you can stay with us, and it'll be fine.
I don't think she's gonna let us
Why doesn't she
in.
want to let us in? It's really rude. We just want to have some fun and save our friend because he might die.
Yes, I don't want to die.
As you're looking, you feel a tingle in your palm, almost like warm velvet is being passed over it. And when you look down at your palm, the dot has elongated just a hair.
Okay.
It's not bigger. It looks like two of the sides are just stretching, so it's more oval. It's very, very faint. A very faint change.
I feel weird things show up on my body all the time, but this is a particular concern because it's connected directly with someone touching me. So,
Deliberate action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't even part the curtain because we can get Ord up there, work your magic, little Ord, and be persuasive and stuff.
She's holding the curtain closed.
I don't think it'll be
You
much
can see
help.
where it's gathering in her fist, and it's a giant, meaty
Let's
fist.
go around to the back.
Yeah, there's got to be a back to this place, right?
Sure.
I say without any knowledge of whether there's a back.
You're also, you went down an alley to get here, so essentially this is the back, and it's still the entrance. So, I'll tell you now, you get the feeling that this is just a room in a building that they have rented out, and this is probably the only entrance or exit.
Was that the only hooded figure that we saw in the club?
For now, yes.
I just take this as a challenge to become a VIP.
Make, Liam, make an investigation check.
Yeah, because you're already from here, kind of.
Kind of.
You know this
14.
14. You look around the club, scanning very quickly, trying to see any of those hoods. You see some people wearing, fashionable hood throws of all patterns. There's, a blue and gold one. There's a green and magenta. But there's nothing like the robe that you'd seen before. But the robe you'd seen before is so nondescript. It's just a black robe.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't really seem that can be the mark of the VIP.
Leah's getting pissed. Did you tell us that your dot has changed shape at all?
I have not mentioned that to anyone.
So wait, if this door is the only entrance to the room and the only exit to the room, then we should just stay here and they have to leave. That's not... I mean, it's not
the
fun.
worst idea. But at the same time, we don't know what's back there. There could be secret passageways. There could be stairs to a different room. There could be a bathroom back there and a bar back there, and so they may never have to leave. You know?
Is there a barkeep nearby?
I was wondering
there's
the same thing.
2 bars on either side where the seating areas are. They're absolutely swamped with people.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go up to, I'm gonna belly up to one of them, and it's a sizable belly, so I should be able to move a few people aside.
You still have to wait. There's still a row of people in front
I'm doing that squeezing an arm thing where you put the arm in.
There's still a bunch of people.
And I'm kind of doing this with a couple of silver.
The barkeeps are hurriedly running around, and they've been keeping a tally of who's been getting there before who.
I'll wait as patiently as I'm able to.
Alright. You wait for a while, and these barkeeps... There's a half-elf and a rock gnome behind each of the counters. You're at the rock gnome counter, and she has this, elevated section behind it where she can stand and be level with everyone. She's pouring drinks, she's flipping cups, she's doing all of these fancy moves. And all these drinks look really good. They look delicious. This is some high quality cocktail bullshit. She is wiping her hands continuously on her apron because they're covered in, simple syrups and all sorts of things. And she finally stops by you, doesn't even make eye contact because she's keeping an eye on the rest of the bar, and she goes, "Yes, can I help you?"
No drink for me, just a couple silver for a moment of your time.
I don't really have a moment, sir.
It's a quick moment. How does one get into the VIP section?
You have to be invited.
Who extends this invitation?
I don't know. It's whoever owns it. They just pay us. I have to go.
You don't know the owner?
No, I don't. I have to go make drinks. I'm sorry. And she rushes off to finish doing her job.
Well, I keep my silver.
I see. Just clawing it back off the bar. Nope.
Yeah, that was not worth my time. I checked the dot. Is it any bigger in that moment?
No. It's been at least 20 minutes since you've gotten the dot. You get the feeling that, as I said, it was almost imperceptible how it had moved, but because it's on your body, you are sensitive to any kind of a change in it, because this is a foreign thing. It's very bizarre, and it's a little frightening. So it's not really a noticeable change, but you notice it. You would be the one to notice it. And it's a slow-moving thing. Robin, your friends had left you, and you had been relaxing in the inn in Dayport.
So I got my toes scrubbed on the daily. It was wonderful. I have the cleanest, barest, what are they called again? With callus-free feet you'll ever see. They smell of lavender and rosemary. And I enjoyed it. I really did.
Your room in the inn was absolutely fragrant. In a great way.
Yes. Never competing flavors. One corner was of a different scent every day. One was lemon. Another corner of the room was eucalyptus.
You just have piles and piles of
incense, all the incense.
And vases of lavender to make it smell like a fucking spa. One morning you wake up, it's been about a day since everyone else had left, and you were thinking, maybe I'm going to join them. When you wake up, the inn looks completely different. There's almost a stale smell to the air. Yeah, it's old and musty, and not at all what you had fallen asleep to. And there's a very thin coat of dust all over everything, as if this place hadn't been disturbed in years. You sit up in bed and you pull these old blankets off of you. And you step down, and there's that thin coat of dust all over the floor. And you can see your footprints as you step down. You go outside.
Is there any smell of anything that I put in any of the vases?
Just must. The vases are all gone.
Goodness.
There's no more decorations in the room. It's bare.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you go out into the hallway, and this building creaks like it's ancient and it's been abandoned for a long
Can I
time.
stealth right away? Because this is making me very uncomfortable.
You can roll a stealth for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be, I believe, it's been a little while, everybody. 23.
With the 23, yeah, you successfully hide in the shadows. None of the lights are on in here, so it's easy for you to, especially with your expertise, to blend into the shadows. You creak your way down the stairs. You actually are perfectly silent going down the stairs. There's no one downstairs. Willis isn't there. The inn is silent and empty. There, is that thin film of dust all over everything down here. All the glasses are gone. All the decorations are gone. The chairs have been put up on the tables, and they're also covered in dust. This is like an abandoned house. Like, this is a ghost house.
Oh my goodness, I look at my skin and my hands. Have I aged at all?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're totally fine.
I look good.
Yeah, you look exactly the same. You can go up to a mirror and use your sleeve to wipe off a corner, because it's got dust and all sorts of debris on it. And you look fine. You look just the way you did yesterday. You leave the inn, and outside, the whole town looks abandoned. But not recently. This town looks like it has been abandoned for years and years. There's...
I just say that to myself very quietly.
There's a...
Tiny, you standing on the stairs.
There's pieces of wood that are nailed up in front of windows. One of the doors on Teresa's house, she had 2 small doors that open into her house. One of them has been broken. It looks like it's been that way for a long, long time. There's no, you can peek into that house. There's nothing in there. Just absolutely empty. This looks like a ghost town. Like, Dayport has been abandoned for just 10 years. Maybe more.
Okay.
Now,
I
this
feel
is...
highly disturbed.
Yeah, understandably.
Yeah.
You being so caught off guard managed to very quickly get your way out to a main road, and a passing farmer comes by in a giant cart being pulled by an oxen that looks like he passed his prime, but he's still trucking. And the farmer is an older gentleman, looks very kind, and he stops his cart in front of you and on the road, and he goes, "Can I help you? You look lost."
Yes, on so many levels, good sir. Are you passing through?
Going to Dela.
Oh, I see. Had you been coming on your way? Have you gone through Dayport at all in the recent
No.
days? Or
No one's gone to Dayport in years. It's been abandoned.
Yes, indeed
done
it
that.
has. Of course. What year is it, sir? What year? What year was it a thing? And what year is it now?
I think it's like 40 or 41. Oh god, what season is it?
You look quite old.
Spring? It's spring.
Okay.
And that's exactly where you had been before. Time has not really passed. It's been a day. You'd fallen asleep and you'd woken up the next day.
How old does he look? Like, is he a human male and is he...
He's a human male.
Okay.
He looks to be late 70s.
Okay. Yes, you look old, so I'm wondering, unlike me,
Thank
who
you.
looks very young. Yes, it's a compliment.
Okay.
Because you're going to help me answer something that I need to know.
Sure.
Was that town in your whole life, any time of your great wisdom and expertise of years existing without getting hurt, was that town ever active?
No. No, Dayport's been abandoned for a long, long time.
Okay.
My father used to live there, but
Okay.
I don't know.
What's your father's name?
Malcolm?
I look real close at him.
He's dark-skinned.
Okay.
His hair has some white in it, but it's curly, cut close to his head, got some grays in it.
Your father was a good man with a very long request. That
Thank you.
just ended up being a journey and a half.
Okay.
Do you remember as a young boy and I hop on his cart and I say, oh, do you mind if I take a ride with you and tell you a story?
No worries. Yeah, that's... I guess this seems like a good idea. Sure.
You won't have to pay me for it. And
Okay.
so I tell him the story in kind of long-winded narrative about what we had just gone through. As we continue on the way, I guess, to Delar.
As you're telling him this story, you get the feeling that he thinks you're fucking crazy.
Great. Awesome.
He doesn't remember
I feel
this.
that way.
He doesn't remember this at all. His father never lost a cow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He never had cows. He was not a farmer.
Okay. Interesting.
But he remembers the blue door. That was his house.
Okay. What is happening? I make my way to Delar then with him.
So you travel for
Do
about
I get
half
his name, by the way?
No, you don't. He does not offer it freely.
Okay.
He's very cautious.
That's fair. That's fair.
He just shrugs and he says, "You can just call me Seth." You get to Delar using some back roads that actually just takes you about half a day in a cart, whereas walking it would take you about 2 days, maybe more. In Delar, there's a giant festival going on. There's streamers put up everywhere, decorations. There's a constant cycle of confetti coming from the air, and as soon as it touches the cobblestone ground, it disappears and reappears back up at the top.
Cool.
It's all of these purples and golds and oranges.
It's a shame that I'm colorblind.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a shame.
But it does look beautiful,
To
and
you,
the
it
shades
looks like
are gorgeous.
some maybe browns, maybe.
It's all
You
different
can see
shades.
the reds.
I can see certain colors.
Yeah, you can see the
Obviously,
reds.
why smells are so important to you, though.
Yes,
You're
yes.
compensating in
And-
some way.
As per smells, you smell a heavenly aroma of citrus and some honeyed meats, some really savory, delicious smells. You can smell lots of sweet treats being roasted. As you come into the town, Delar... Is this your first time coming to Delar?
I would believe so.
Yeah?
Not much of a city boy.
Yeah, understandable. Delar is huge. Delar is a fantastical big city. It's built with a giant wall around it that has running water.
Cool.
You can almost smell the cold water. Water has an odd, weird, specific scent. And you can almost smell it coming down from the aqueduct. And it's several heads above you. You come into the town, it's cobblestone, it's compact. People have built as much as possible here. Houses on houses on houses, and they're all sort of Tudor style with a whitewash. There's a brick layer on the bottom, and then a whitewash, and the dark brown crisscrossing beams on the front. There are small alleys everywhere, because this is such a tightly packed town. A lot of merchants have shops in wherever nook and cranny they can find it. It's very, very Italian in a way. It's a bright, sunny day, nice and light. There are bands playing all over. And as you get in, someone offers you a little sweet treat. It's a series of donut balls, sort of, on a stick, and it's coated in sugar, and it all smells super citrusy. There's an orange one, there's a yellow one, and there's a pink one. That one's like a grapefruit. It's super tart and bright, and it just opens your eyes as soon as you take a bite. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, you make your way around the town. Getting up into the middle section, you've had a couple of snacks here and there. Everyone is drunk beyond belief at this point.
And I don't drink.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially the shopkeeps. The shopkeeps have been, every time someone comes by and buys something, they take a shot.
Oh my goodness. Everyone, I'm so short and everyone's so drunk around me.
Yep.
I feel like a young me at a 98-degree concert.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly what happened one
How
day.
did you know? So everyone smells really tart and tangy. They've all been drinking and it's all sloshed down their fronts. You see people dancing in the center of the lower marketplace area, and you get up, you start to, like, go around. The city's built in a spiral, but also it has, like, quarters, and you get up into the second level of it, the meaty chunk that's in the center, and there are more shopkeepers up here, but this is where you get your cloaks, this is where you get your daggers, this is where you get your shields, all of your material goods are here, all your food and stuff is down in the lower levels. You spot in an alley a hat seller, a haberdasher, and it's a young tiefling, rosy cheeks, pale skin,
I got
long
a thing for
hair.
teeths.
She's so sweet. She's about 20-ish, maybe 22, and there's one hat that catches your eye. It's a green hat that goes around the back of your head and comes to a point ahead of you. Yes. And it dips down just a little bit to give you an air of mystery.
Is there a red feather in it? Or can I request a red feather?
You can request a red feather.
Okay. I go to the haberdashery. I walk in and I stand very proudly. Kind of like Peter Pan, open up the legs.
Yeah.
Stretch a little. It's been a while since I've moved. So it takes
You
a
do
moment.
a couple squats.
Yes, a couple squats. I walk up to her and I say, my beautiful fair maiden.
Oh.
If I may call you a maiden, I don't know. Are you married? I don't know.
No, I'm not married.
Hello. I'm a young-looking fellow, as I've made sure is the case today. And,
Okay.
I know I can't help but notice this hat. Did you make this?
Yes, I did. I make everything in here.
Oh, what is the materials and how did you create this? It's the craftsmanship on it. The craftsmanship or the crafts tieflingship, since you're not technically a human. Anyway, so it's very good.
Thank you. I made it out of wool.
I have a yes, sheep. I have never seen one, but I've heard of these things.
Oh!
I'm not much of a traveler. I just learned what a cow was recently.
Oh.
But I would absolutely love to buy this if it's not too expensive.
Sure. No, this one, because you're so cute, I think I'll make it, say 10 silver.
You know, I can afford that. Here you go. And I hand her over one of my gold pieces, which I think is 1 gold is 10 silver, right?
Yes.
Is that correct, you guys?
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you. And then I give her a little piece of, if I still have any fresh lavender on me that I had picked along the way, or flowers.
Along the way, yeah, absolutely.
You know, if there was an opportunity for wildflowers, they're probably really crumpled from the journey. But I take it out and I pass her a little handful of them, just like a squish.
You pass her a bunch of bachelor's buttons, which are a nice pale blue, and she takes them, and they almost complement her skin, because her skin is sort of a pale blue, and she... Thank you.
Just as
sets them on her counter so she can see them. And before you leave, she grabs your shoulders and she reaches under the counter and she pulls up a feather that is black, but in certain light, it shimmers and becomes red. And she sticks it in your cap and pats your cheek gently and says, "There you go. Thanks for coming in."
What is this? What is your name and what is this place called? Because I will be back again.
Maria.
Maria.
It's Maria's haberdasher.
Maria. Maria. I won't start.
Did you just meet a girl named Maria?
And I just bow gracefully. I take my hat now that I have one and do like a very deep bow as thanks. And I put it on and I kind of turn. Like, if I had a cloak, I'm pretending I have one, I don't have a cloak yet, but I'm swishing it in my brain, and I walk away.
She is perfectly flattered. And as you step out of the haberdasher, right across the street, you see a doorway, and through that doorway you see people, and you hear music. And this is the perfect time to show off your hat. The perfect time. You go through you step down these stairs into this dance club.
Oh gosh.
And there are people right in front of you dancing.
Oh my gosh. Cheeks are everywhere.
Your hat gives you a little bit of confidence, actually. And you see some ladies and some men giving you a nice eye. There's a young gentleman, a halfling, drunk out of his mind, who comes up to you, and he just puts his hands in the air and he goes, "Your hat is amazing. That's incredible. You look fun. You should come with me. Let's go have fun." And he grabs your hand, pulls you through the crowd.
I can't say no to I can't say no to a fellow like small person. Like this is my like weakness. Like I love it. Yeah.
And
this little gnome, I'm like hell yeah. And
you go with this halfling through the crowd, and he parts it so easily. He knows exactly where to turn and twist, and he leads you up the stairs. Into the seating area and to a dark purple velvet curtain.
Cool.
And he manages to just walk right through. It's dark when you get to the other side of the curtain, and then he opens the door, and light comes pouring in from candles. He pulls you in. There are a bunch of giant cushions set up all along the floor so that it's very comfortable to sit in here. There's some lovely tapestries and curtains hanging from the ceiling that go all the way down to the floor, and they drape in sort of an arabesque.
Did you make these?
Sorry. No. Come with me, let's go have fun. Do you know how to play an instrument?
I sure wish I did, but no.
Okay, you can sit and watch. We need some people to listen to our band.
Great.
He sits you down.
So I Jeff Goldblum
yes.
Over the curtains.
Absolutely. You're actually in the middle of a groupie section.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the feeling, watching some of these people, that this is actually a big band. That this is a band that's, like, super popular. And the halfling goes up on stage. There's a small stage in a corner where they've set up a band section. Mm-hmm. There is a tiefling on a bagpipe. There is a half-orc with a very sweet face, got some rouge on, and he has pan flutes. And then this halfling that you were talking to goes and sits up on a stool that's way too high for him, so he has to, like, awkwardly climb on top of it, and his feet dangle off the side. And he has a giant guitar. Yes. But he turns the guitar around, and it's a hurdy-gurdy. And it comes apart. So he starts playing, and the rest follow him, and you are in here listening to this absolutely fantastic band. And the crowd is just... There's a bunch of girls swooning. A lot of them are swooning over the half-orc. He's very sweet-faced. And he smiles bashfully and keeps an eye down on his pan flutes, like, "Oh, I don't want attention on me." And that's where you've spent the last 2 hours.
Great. I'm enjoying myself. I'm liking the music. I like watching people.
Yeah. And these people are all so happy. This is such an optimistic place, and especially after the weird scare that you had earlier, this is such a welcome relief.
This is what life is meant for.
Yeah.
And I just keep enjoying it. I keep enjoying it.
Yeah. Outside, the rest of the party is waiting in the bar for literally anything to happen.
I'm still standing
Did we
directly
catch a
outside
whiff
of the
of
velvet
lavender?
curtain.
Too many people talking. What?
I'm saying that I'm still standing directly outside of the curtain. Just
Leah is
staring.
Right
staring
where the spot is. Arms folded, like maybe a nose away from the curtain. What was that?
Did we catch a whiff of lavender at any point?
No.
It was a joke.
Dallas, come on.
So, I got bored of waiting and started dancing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crap, that's
Orth's
what I've
in the
been
middle
doing.
of the dance floor doing some great moves. They've all sort of moved away to make a dance ring where people are coming in and out to do these dances, and Ord is just killing it.
Yeah.
Slaying the dance floor. Leah, as you're standing there, all of a sudden the curtains part, the half-orc is back against the wall, and this halfling bumps right into you. Just hits you square in the solar plexus. He looks up and laughs, and skirts around you, sort of like trying not to touch you to be respectful, and stumbles down the stairs and starts trying to go through the crowd, keeps getting caught by people being like, Are you, oh my god, it's him! The curtains get shut again right in front of you, And you look down and you can see Boots. She's gotten back in her place.
I'm still just standing there. I say nothing. I am unaffected by the halfling hitting me.
I'm making a beeline elsewhere to, like, find another angle or see if there's a staircase or somewhere else to go that's not as guarded.
Mm-hmm.
A kitchen? I don't know.
They would not let you in the kitchen. But
Fair.
there is a table. It says reserved. No one's there now. Mostly people are leaving it alone. You can go there. It's a little more quiet.
Interesting. What am I gonna do? Go sit there to piss someone off? Draw their attention?
It's a quiet spot. It's the only quiet spot in this bar.
Huh.
And I say that, relatively speaking, quiet.
I'll go investigate that corner.
Sure.
Maybe
You can sit down at a table.
Alright. I sit
No one's here to bother you.
cautiously, trying to surveil around me. See what's going on. Any other corners to take advantage of? Can I get around this lady? Nothing? Nothing? Okay.
Like I said, this is the corner you saw because it's the one everyone's leaving alone.
This feels unproductive though. I mean,
There's nowhere else quiet to go. You were looking for a quiet spot. This is
no,
this
I was
is
looking.
the best you got.
I was looking to see if there's a way to get around her at all.
Oh, the orc?
Yeah. Nothing.
Make an investigation check.
I wonder if we could draw her out.
Need back doors, something. I don't know, man. Oh, that's a 9.
It's a wall, dude.
Okay.
It's straight up wall and a curtain. There's no way around it. Unless you want to break through the wall, then I think you'd have more problems.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand in disappointment for a minute.
Is any
you
where
standing
is
near me?
everyone?
Kind
You're
of.
at the curtain.
Down
You're
the wall a bit or something.
in a corner.
I'm probably still near the bar.
You're near the bar, and you're in the center of the dance floor.
Dancing with people.
I followed Ord to the dance floor, and I'm just kind of like twirling around in so many circles because of my big poofy dress that I bought, and I'm starting to get dizzy, and so I like spin and spin and spin, and then stop and kind of like wobble for a second
Oh, I go
because I'm still kind of drunk,
I got to.
and then I'm like, oh,
Catch you.
Ord, I'm just gonna spin the other way, and I just start spinning the other way to like unwind myself, but I still like my dress.
I totally forgot that we were in these really fancy dresses.
Yes.
Oh man.
So the music kind of quiets down a little bit, and people are starting to sort of slow dance. It's probably going to pick up in a second, but this is, you know, at the roller rink. It's the couples dance thing. Over at the bar, everyone's still raucously drunk. There's a 3 tiefling band that's been up there playing this whole time, and there's like one on pan flutes and so on, and they're just slowly going through their melody. At the bar, Urth, you, I guess, are just sitting there. What are you
Standing there, I didn't take a stool. I'm just trying to think of what we can do to get past the half orc.
doing? Okay. As you're standing there, the waitress has been absolutely ignoring you because you're not getting a drink, and that's what she's there for. And actually, you get the feeling that she's kind of getting pissed at you because you're standing in a place where someone who is paying for a drink could be standing. All of a sudden, a halfling steps up onto the counter, knocks a glass off by accident, starts laughing loudly, and like is talking down to this is the elf side of the bar now, and he's talking down to the half elf that is behind the bar, going, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. Can I get a beer? Yeah, okay, thank you. Can I get a beer? Awesome." And you see a bunch of young girls, tiefling, halfling, all sorts of things that are coming closer to the bar because they see him, and they're all whispering to each other, and they're all pointing and looking at him, and oh my god, I can't believe he's here.
How much is a beer here?
A beer is, depending on the type of beer, because they have a whole array, like 5 silver. It's not a lot.
I put my hand on his shoulder. He's up on the bar, right?
Yeah.
Put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Let me get that for you, my friend." And I toss my 5 silver onto the bar.
Our drinks are free anyway, but thank you!
Oh, why is your drinks free?
You don't know who I am?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
I'm in a band.
A band?
Yep. I'm the lead singer. And I play guitar.
Ah, what's the name of your band?
The Wild Hunt.
It must be a generational thing. I've never heard of it.
He sits down and puts his feet on the other side of the bar where the waitress is like, please don't put your feet there. Please take your feet off of the counter.
So the waitress isn't enamored of him.
No.
Okay.
No. You get the feeling that he takes advantage of his celebrity status. And it is celebrity status. There's a lot more people noticing him. And a couple of people are edging up to him being like, can I get an autograph? And he turns around and goes, yeah! And just takes a pen, like a little inkwell pen, and draws a line across a bunch of different notebooks that are open.
Would we have noticed this from across the room? Was it loud enough since it's
Make an investigation check for me.
more relaxed?
It wasn't loud at the time, but they're picking it back up.
Well, he's offering you free drinks. It
Natural
sounds
one.
like someone you can
Natural
get
one?
along
Nope.
with.
Yeah,
Bill and
I
Seppi
like him
are
already.
Just
Can I make a separate one?
Sure,
Since
go for
I'm
it.
like
Go
a
for it.
teenage girl.
Yeah.
Investigation? Is that what it was?
Yes. Yes.
Good. That's +2. Nope, 6.
6.
My dress is so pretty.
Yes, it is.
The music is
You
great.
hear
We're really
some
into it.
people say The Wild Hunt, and this is a band that you've seen before, Septi, and you will love them. You'll love them. The half-orc flautist is so hot. Oh my
Okay, so
God.
wait, I hear somebody say that?
Yeah, you hear them. You hear a couple of people like whispering, mention the Wild Hunt, and suddenly you're like, "What?"
Or I like grab Or's wrist, like, and squeeze really hard.
This was very sudden. Like,
Or there's band here, or they're like somewhere in here, or they're playing somewhere. But people are talking about this band, and I really like this band, and you like them because you play music. Maybe they'll let you play with them, but we should go figure out where they are, and then we should go. We should find everybody. We should find everybody. Everybody's gonna love this band. I have to go. We have to go.
I will follow you anywhere, Septi. Let's go find out.
And so I'm just kind of like dragging Ord wherever I can and just like listening for more hubbub about Wild Hunt and just kind of following the trail.
You're going through this crowd. A lot of people are still dancing, and you're trying to like shove your way through. Normally, you'd be a little bit more gentle, but this is the Wild Hunt.
This is Wild Hunt.
This is
I'm also
a big deal. This is like for 90s girls. This is the Backstreet Boys. Yep. Oh my God! So you get through the crowd, and you're just like bulldozing through, shoving people out of your way because the Wild Hunt might be here. And you hear some people say the name Halder, and Halder is the lead singer.
How much do I know about these guys?
They're a band. They're really popular. Their music's okay. One of them went to the Bard College a long time ago before your time and did really well. That's how he got so popular. You hear that Halder is here somewhere.
where?
And as you like, you grab this skinny little half-elf by the shoulders. You're like, where is he? And just as you do that, over her shoulder, you see Halder standing on the top of the bar. He sits down, but you can still see his curly golden hair. You can see his rosy cheeks and his freckles and his sweet little, like, angel boy face.
Oh my God.
He's over at the bar.
Do I see Urth over at the bar
Yes,
as well?
you do.
Are they
You see the
close
back of
to
his
each
head.
other?
Yep. He's got Urth has put a hand on Halder's shoulder.
Oh my God, Urth is touching Halder right now! And I like run and I climb up Urth's back.
All of a sudden, you're sitting at the bar, and this kid next to you on the counter gets this beer, and he starts chugging it, and it goes everywhere. And you're about to say something when all of a sudden, you get tugged on from behind, and this young tiefling is climbing up your back, She puts her arms around your neck and holds on tight.
What are you doing?
Almost choking. And her eyes are fixated.
What are you doing?
And I just yell, hold her!
He looks over at you, sloshed, his eyes are glassy, and he smiles and goes, hello.
And I'm gonna stick my hand out and druid craft a bouquet of flowers.
A whole bouquet?
Yes.
Make a...
Oh god, please.
I'm gonna say, have you been drinking as well? You have.
Yeah.
Make
I don't think I've drank since we got
Make
here.
a nature check.
Gosh.
Make a nature check.
Oh
Good
no.
time though.
Wait, who took the purple flower drink?
Oh, and me. I think we all did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to do that nature check.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, I thought we were sobering up.
Yeah, we haven't drank since then.
I guess not.
Not with purple flower.
15?
With 15, you try and make a whole bouquet of different flowers, but you're focused so hard on a daffodil that it's all you can make. You make a ton of daffodils. It's a whole giant clump of daffodils. They're really pretty.
They're yellow like your hair.
He starts laughing. He just stares at you for a second in silence and then starts laughing. And he's like clutching his beer. He's so delighted by these flowers. He takes them, scoops them out of your hand and holds them close. And he looks like a goddamn poster right here, like beaming. The light is hitting him just right. He has a subtle glow. It's a drunk glow, but to you, it's fucking heavenly. And he's looking down at these flowers and it's just picturesque as hell. You're in love.
I just love your music so much, and I'm really excited to see you. And these are my friends. And hi.
You're a fan!
Yeah!
I love it! Oh my god! Do you want to hear us play?
Oh my god! And I just kind of start like tearing up. Oh my god, Kim, where are you? Yes.
Cool! Okay! Come with me!
Okay.
He jumps down, stumbles a little bit, looks at his drink and he has a daffodil in there and he goes, man, he pulls the daffodil out and keeps chugging his drink. And you see him waddling off through the crowd with his bundle of daffodils under his arm and his drink like up to his face, still chugging. And he's going back towards the purple velvet room.
I fall off of Urth and I grab Ord and I follow.
Alright. So you two are going.
I'm like,
Kind of
what do I
motioning
see
to
over there?
everyone.
Crowd strangeness going
Yeah,
on.
you
I'm just
did.
like
You
sitting
did
in a dark
Did I make
corner.
a big enough commotion that
A lot of the girls are like, what's going oh my god! And they part like the Red Seas as Hulder comes through this crowd. Leah, you've been standing at this curtain staring death at it for maybe 15 minutes, not blinking. Your eyes hurt so bad, but you're so mad! And all of a sudden, you feel this tap on the back of your leg, and you look over your shoulder and down, and you see that halfling that had come out earlier. And he looks more drunk than before, if that was even possible. And he smiles and goes, excuse me, I gotta get through. And he stumbles around you, pulls back the curtains, looks up, and the half-orc is just like, alright, whatever. And she steps to the side. He comes in, Septi follows really quickly, holding Ord's hand and pulling Ord with her.
My hand is getting
Oh,
crushed.
Then I'm gonna grab Ord's hand,
There you go.
the other hand, and just stare at the half
You
orc
hear-
as I enter.
You hear the faintest growl.
I'm like,
I'm gonna do a faint growl back. Just staring at her in my fancy dress.
Do me a favor, make me an intimidation check.
5.
That was actually just what you needed. You can see her visibly taken aback.
like
She was not expecting
didn't
that.
expect you to growl back.
And there's just a faint, as you're stepping through the doorway, not breaking eye contact with this woman, there's just a faint tip of the head of respect.
I'm gonna wink at her. And then I'm gonna turn around and not
You just
look.
want her over. I'm trying to catch her. I'm much more awkward. I'm just gonna. Then all right. I'm
Her
gonna.
eyebrows arch super high. She's like, fucking try it. But she lets you through.
Okay. And walking. Okay.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
All right, so as you guys are wandering into this section, it's absolutely opulent. There's gold filigree everywhere. It's the fanciest fucking place you've ever been. And these giant cushions are being overrun by young girls and young boys who are just thrilled to be here. There's a round of drinks set up in the center, but it's like wines. And this kid just wanted a beer so bad, so he had to leave. So Holder brings you guys in, and Septi, you see the rest of the band up on this tiny little stage off in the corner.
Oh, God.
And you see the half-orc, too.
I just, like, kind of freeze, and my face like, goes as
Right.
red as it can. Being a people.
You blush a little bit, and it's almost a purple. Yeah. Because of the hue of your skin, it's almost a purple.
What is wrong with you?
They're here. And I'm in the same room, and we're, like, breathing the same air right now. I just can't.
So you all see the Wild Hunt collecting on stage to start playing a song. Holder is way smashed.
Can
Maybe
you get
a
up
little
on the stool?
crossfaded? Barely. He needs help, and the half-orc reaches down and pulls him up by the back of his shirt and sets him on the stool.
He's
You
so
think it's
nice.
cute. Yeah, you think it's
God.
adorable. So the Wild Hunt is there. You're so excited. And then also there's Robin.
Yes, I'm Jeff Goldblum.
I see you in the just laying down like Jurassic Park Goldblum.
Did I notice them when they walked in, or did they notice me? Because,
I
like,
mean,
there's a big crowd,
Probably
right?
both.
Okay.
The thing with your hat is that it makes you look very mysterious because it covers your eyes, but it's covering your eyes, so you really can't see.
Wearing a hat. I forgot about my hat.
Yeah.
And they're wearing, like, different dresses, right?
Yeah, these two are wearing fancy dresses.
So it's a little hard for me. I'm assuming the
You
most...
can recognize them.
I'm assuming, like...
You're sober.
I look the
I
same.
recognize
Like,
this.
you haven't changed, like, an
No.
ounce. So,
He's wearing a bow tie.
Yes.
There
Yeah,
is
that
a
was
bow
it.
tie.
It was like a little clip-on bow tie, and that's all that changed.
Yeah.
Just hanging off my breastplate.
yeah, so I just kind of, like, I'm like, Urth! And I just kind of wave, and that's how you know I'm there.
I, like, glance for
You
a
see
second,
this
'cause I'm
handsome
still
young
fairly drunk.
creature. It takes a second, and you have to like tilt your head back to see underneath the brim of the hat. And then you see Robin.
Robin!
Hi!
How long have you been here?
What?
Man! Oof! How long have I been there?
Like 3 hours now.
Oh, a while! A couple hours! I was expecting to... I thought you were all dead! I got a real fun story to tell you.
Not dead, not yet.
Yes, no, I thought that 100 years had suddenly passed.
Oh.
Yes, you know. Are you drunk?
I am a bit drunk, yes.
I thought you said you've been here a couple hours.
It's been a long day for and right now I'm just enjoying being alive. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm having a good time and not covered in feces and blue blood and shit. So this has been great. Great.
Yeah, I guess that did happen. Sorry about
Yes, an
about that.
old wine that like gave you all no lesson because apparently you're all drunk again
Yes.
the next day.
I'm just watching
Fair
the band.
point.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm just watching the band.
Enjoy
It's a
the
great
music with
band.
me. Come sit on a cushion. Come sit on my lap.
You thought
My
we
tiny
were,
little gnome lap.
The
thought
great
we were all
thing
dead, and this is what you've been doing for the past 3 hours.
What?
Just you thought
The
we
great
were dead,
thing
and this
about
is what you've
Holder-
been doing.
is that even though Holder is drunk as hell, he's playing really well. If you hadn't known, just by listening to him, you would never know that he was drunk. That's a good bard.
He's so talented.
I'm a little bit distracted. I'm looking around for anyone in the cloak.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, sorry.
I'm also gonna be staring around, looking.
Also make an investigation check.
We're gonna be a slightly awkward bunch, I think.
I wanted to ask: is there
15.
anybody here who also stands out, like regal-wise or like wealth-wise, like people who seem more rich than the others?
There are a couple of young kids that look like they're pretty well off.
Are they kind of bratty? Are they like drunk bratty kids?
No, they're just really excited to see their favorite band. Yeah, everyone in here has been pretty chill. You guys don't see anyone in a cloak.
But I rolled a dirty 20.
You don't see anyone in a cloak? Even with a dirty 20.
What do I see?
a bunch of kids and a teen boy band.
Are there like any
And a very happy Septi.
Yes.
Are there any other like doors in this room?
No.
Fine.
I'm just gonna like get closer to try and talk into your ear. There's no one here who's like older than 15. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I'm older than
Hey, you
15.
guys, why are you all like walking around and looking at things? Just come hang out with me. Watch from where I am. I got a great angle. Why are you guys all looking around?
Good lord! Is that Robin?
Hi, Evelyn. I have your handkerchief. And I just put it back in.
Having at once been like super excited to see Robin again and then incredibly disappointed to learn that Robin didn't try and come like find out what happened to us after thinking we were dead, we're gonna sulk over to Septi.
Your hero.
And ask, so which one's your favorite?
The guy on the flute. He's so pretty and he's so good. You
For a
should be
half-orc?
their friends.
For a
What?
half-orc, he's really handsome. Nice square jaw.
It happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes.
Hell yeah, it does.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
You know,
I
his
wanna
name
meet
is
him.
Maxim.
Good name.
Maxim.
So well thought out, developed handsomeness.
Urth, as you're sitting there, you feel that touch of velvet again on your palm. And you look down, and it's elongated a little bit more. Almost like a parentheses.
Is there any place to hang up cloaks here? Maybe they took their cloak off.
Not hang them up.
Are there any just laying around?
Make an investigation check.
My first one
was so good.
You were looking for a cloaked figure. You weren't looking for a cloak.
9.
There's a bunch of piles of clothing everywhere. Coats and stuff.
Crapple.
No, that's suspicious. I'm just like pulling clothes.
Yeah.
No. I just got in this room. I don't want to get kicked out again.
I'm gonna tell Septi, I think you've gotten in to meet him since what's his face brought us here.
Oh my god, do you think
you
so?
should be their
Do you
friend.
really think so? I don't want to
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until they take a break and be like super professional and respectful of their craft.
May I ask, has Holder been like hanging with me during his breaks? Have we kind of like hit it off?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
As
Well,
much
just
as
making
you
sure
can
that
with this drunk kid. Yeah, absolutely. You
We're having a
guys
good
are
time.
hitting it off.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Yeah, you
Okay.
definitely be getting along.
What kind of music is this?
God.
Like a comparable real life scenario.
Like,
Pirate metal.
it's yeah. I guess pirate metal is
Really?
close. It's not metal. It's almost pop,
Okay.
folk indie pop.
Okay.
Yeah, they sort of go across a couple of genres.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of boy band stuff where the lyrics are something like "Girl, I think you're so beautiful."
Oh, of course.
Your eyes sparkle like the sky.
They're
I-
insanely talented and innovative and
Yeah. Their lyrics speak to you as a young girl in your deepest core. They get you so much.
Can I have had the last 3 hours out my artisan tools and my calligraphy set,
Yeah.
taking detailed notes of the like the poetry and the way that they craft their words.
Oh, it's like a heyday for you.
yeah, no, like
Yes.
I'm like absorbing a lot right now.
Yeah.
Like,
And
cool.
after talking with Holder, you know that he writes their lyrics. He writes their lyrics.
I
So you guys have
am
started
also
talking
fanboying.
together.
I am
and
fanboying.
talking about the lyrics and the process of writing
I-
them.
I'm gonna come over to sit down awkwardly,
Yeah.
like
This big clunking
kind of yeah. There's the clunking. There's the being a bit drunk, but wanting to reconnect with this one and be
you
like,
get a real nice
hello.
view of just how golden his hair is from this angle, don't you? It's a
Yeah.
little golden. Why is he holding a bunch of daffodils? And playing the guitar. He's so talented.
yes. because I have no idea what to add to that. And with that, have you by any chance seen anyone come in that has been cloaked throughout the day?
Have I?
You did.
Okay.
The tiefling hadn't been there earlier, part of the wild hunt. And the tiefling entered late, pulled off a cloak, threw it in the corner underneath a pile of other coats and things, and picked up their bagpipe and went to the stage.
Okay. You know, it's funny. You know the look at the band real quick. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Gauge.
Gauging?
The one that nobody really cares about as much. The one who plays the bagpipes.
The drummer. Oh, the bagpipes.
The bagpipe player. Oh no, the drummer's great. But the one that's
That was low.
that the girls are looking at as much. That one, the tiefling. Yes, it was wearing a cloak.
Really?
Yeah. Why? Why are you asking me these questions? Why is everybody walking around and not enjoying the music?
Just like staring for a moment, like drunk concentration mind. Locked gaze, like, oh.
I like, as you're locking gaze, I walk around and then I squat in front of you and I do the same stare. Like, I don't understand what you're doing.
Oh, explanation. Is Urth like literally in arm's reach?
So we're all around each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Grab and just like, I think they did that to him.
Ooh, I love the henna. Good design.
It's it looks like a tattoo.
Yeah.
And you've never seen this on Urth before.
Yeah. I mean...
I did not want this.
Then why'd you get it? Are you drunk? Why'd you...
Hey, Robin, since you're sober, make a perception check for me.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Jesus. 5?
5?
Yeah. It's dark in here, I'm assuming I did.
It is pretty dark, actually. There's only a couple of candelabras that are lit because they want the atmosphere to be mysterious.
My giant hand is covering your eyes.
Yeah. There's something a little bit odd about that, though.
Oh.
There's something a little odd about the tattoo.
So I'm
I can tell by your face you're noticing this is odd.
Yes, I wouldn't think you would get a tattoo, so I'm assuming, even drunk. So I'm
That
assuming
tiefling touched me,
Oh,
and this showed up.
that is disturbing. Wait, what?
That tiefling touched me, and this showed up.
Okay. Are you hurt? Are you disabled in any way?
No, but I can feel it growing.
You seem very drunk, so I don't know if it's like the
Wait,
alcohol
wait.
or...
Are drunk, Robin.
Urth and
But
Robin, can you make a sleight of hand check? You're sitting right in front of the band.
Good roll.
But we had this mysterious
12?
circumstance
12?
occur.
19?
19. Okay. Alright.
And we saw this figure, and we followed them here. And the
Okay.
orc woman obviously would not let us in.
Okay.
But
I
here
got
we-
in front.
But here we are.
I was with the band leader.
Clearly, you
I got
had
been
no
brought
trouble.
in. He likes
Yeah.
my hat.
Well, you had
You
the
never
hat.
said anything about my hat.
So
It's a really
It's
nice
great.
hat.
it's a great hat.
Thank you.
I'm more worried about dying. Or
But do you feel like death? Is this in any way
I
making
don't
bad?
like that this is growing on my palm.
Okay.
I don't like that the tiefling did this.
Have you done a
And
medicine
he plays
check?
bagpipes.
Have you done a medicine check, cleric? Have you done that to
Can we
yourself?
do a medicine check? I could do a medicine check.
Have you looked at your own hand?
This is where you say, that's a good idea.
We were very, very drunk when this happened. Medicine check is 17.
It's not hurting you. It's not like poisoning you. It doesn't feel like anything. It literally feels like your skin. There's no raised section. It's like an actual tattoo, only it's moving.
Yeah.
You don't get the sense that this is anything that's going to medicinally. You don't get the sense that this is like, it's a poison. Make an Arcana check.
My Arcana's not great.
I know.
8.
I know, man. It looks like a tattoo. Maybe
Okay.
it's magical because it's moving and changing shape.
Look,
but-
I already wanted to kill this guy, and that was before I found out he played bagpipes.
To be fair, he's really good at bagpipes.
What do y'all have against bagpipes? A perfectly reasonable instrument.
Look, I'm 33, so that's an elderly man in a medieval world. This is all noise to me. And plus this guy did this against my will, which I'm not a big fan of. This body belongs to Umberlee. Don't you know? It's an unholy temple to Umberlee.
How does Umberlee feel about tattoos?
Doesn't want one against her will.
She's a patron of sailors. Sailors had a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, but I choose the tattoo.
Sure, but I think that's also just your personal beef with him.
Yeah.
I don't think Umberlee gives a shit.
It's literally
I'm probably constantly putting out a lot of stuff on Umberlee.
Hang on, Dallas. What?
It's literally everybody drunk except for me.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
This is a drinking festival.
Oh.
Everyone is a little bit drunk.
I see. Okay.
Plus, there was a really pretty drink.
Being
So
served
he
by
had
a very
it.
pretty man.
Yes.
And everybody took
I imagine it's kind of worn off on
Took a
me by now because
think
I'm more used to
yeah,
it.
because Sabas, I'm sure that you guys took a lot of shots of this purple flower. It hasn't completely left your system. You're a little bit more sober than you were before. Everything's still sort of swimming delightfully, and you have more of your wits about you, but you're not sober by any means.
I'm at the point where I want more, probably.
Yes, absolutely. This is usually the point where you and Sabas would take another shot.
Yeah, I'm getting a little irritable.
Yeah.
Does Septi know the tiefling's name, since you know this man?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's Tate. Tate, Maxim, and Holder, the Wild Hunt.
Oh boy. What a set.
Heck yeah.
So
I have sketches of them in my...
Yes, absolutely.
Not in my room because I didn't have one, but, you know.
On your person.
On my
in
person.
your bag.
Yes.
Urth,
Yes.
Your breath just is so alcohol. Okay. Alright.
It's always smelled like this.
Yep, just take that hand out of my face. Okay, alright, okay, so what I think is best, maybe, is that we just all take a little nappy nap in the cushy cush. These are cushions, yeah. And then we you'll probably be fine. We can get that checked in the morning, Go ask some people in town, if they know what this might be. Maybe it's a thing about the festival. Maybe you get to, there's a special thing about the festival with that tattoo. Who knows?
The person that knows about it is right there.
Well, they're performing a very good song, and I am in the middle of taking very detailed notes about their love for a girl.
You're basically doing the equivalent of bootlegging.
It's piracy.
Music.
And normally I love pirates.
It dawned on me. And I just tuck my calligraphy suit. I just sit on a cushion.
You two were brought in by our lead man. Why don't we just talk to them afterwards?
I don't think I even know
That's a
Robin's
good
here
plan.
yet.
We'll
I'm just
sit-
Yeah.
the
Yes.
band and dancing.
And I actually
I've just
probably
been
haven't
walking
seen them 'cause
around
they're
the
wearing
room,
those
just
crazy
staring.
dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From behind, they look like every other girl in here.
I turn around and I see everyone huddled around this halfling.
You see Leah in this really nice dress, and she turns around and just angry face. Angry fucking face.
Oh, she's here.
Oh.
You guys have been. You kept her long.
So angry.
You kept her after.
She's very nice.
Once I register it's Robin, my entire energy just goes, ah!
She's pleased to see you.
I'll run over,
Oh, huddy ho.
hug little Robin.
Oh, you smell of complex things.
It's a little bit of body odor, but it's also a little bit of rose oil.
Yeah, I can smell the citrusy,
Yeah.
drinky breath. Yeah, and the outfit's very nice.
It is. It's very becoming, but it's also put on over her armor, so it looks
Over my
chunky.
chainmail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to react to this, genuinely. So I'm just kind of shocked and looking at you, and I go, you doing okay?
I'm great. How are you? Where have you been?
100 years in the past.
I like your hat. It's cool. It's very
You like my hat? I like your dress over your chainmail.
Thank you.
It's a really bold statement from a very bold person.
Thank you.
You're from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kind of. I don't really know it.
Do you know if that thing on your friend's hand over here is a cultural thing? Festival-related thing?
I don't. It's not. It's not. No.
Okay.
I just want to find whoever did that,
Yeah.
and I'm
Leia.
gonna...
This is like the
I
nicest
start
I've
getting
ever
heated
seen
up
you.
again.
Leia.
And I just, because you and then the thing appeared, and... What?
Grabbing my shoulders, like, up close. Shh. It sounds like the tiefling that plays the bagpipes might have been the person in the cloak. We're gonna sit, and we're gonna be
As
very...
he says sit, I stand up.
No one tells her what to do.
Shoulders down. And we're gonna be inconspicuous. We're gonna watch. We're gonna wait. Shh.
At that point, I just yell,
He laughs a little bit and then blushes.
Do I hear Septi's
just while
voice?
they're all trying to
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
All the people in this room, aside from Robin, I think Maxim might also be sober.
oh no, he's gonna think that I'm a terrible person.
He's smiling.
And
Very shy.
I'm helping to sit Leia down. I'm just act casual.
Stiffens up immediately. Act casual.
I'm sitting with, like, my shoulders up to my ears.
Fist.
Just like, yeah, just like fist clenched to my side. Just staring at the band now.
I do a little boop. I don't know. She was so happy a moment ago. Refreshing.
We try not to touch her.
Understood.
I'm going to just, because I figure I carry my hammer on my back. It's so huge. I just kind of set it on the floor and put my arm on it. And I'm basically just kind of glowering at the tiefling a bit.
Well, as the band ends, you can hear that there's faint music coming from the other room. All of the young kids in this room start clapping. All the teens start clapping raucously.
I'm gonna stand up as soon as the music ends.
Yeah. They awkwardly swarm the stage. Maxim is very uncomfortable with all this attention. Halder loves it. And Tate's in the back, like, putting his bagpipe away in a little case. Like,
I'm watching
getting
him
the air
closely.
out of it and setting it down. Really good bagpipe player, honestly.
I'm gonna
For being so young.
I'm gonna grab one of the wines off the table.
Mhm.
I'm gonna chug it.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna flip my hair back. Try to, like, loosen myself up and just casually walk over to Tate.
What's funny about
Walking
your
towards-
casual drunk walk is that you stumble a little bit and you catch yourself.
Immediately
Try,
following, just calm down, casual. We're having fun. At the same time,
Your attempt at casual is
going
so
to-
stiff.
we're going to go talk to him.
I'm fine.
Alright, you guys managed to get to Tate fairly easily. Even though Tate is still, like, a relatively attractive tiefling, they're all here for Halder. Really? And Maxim, but mostly Halder. A little angel face.
I'm like styling to the side of the stage where Maxim is, like trying to look sober.
He's sitting awkwardly with his pan flute on his stool that's just a little bit too small for him because he's large.
Right.
He's a giant actor.
I think the two of us are going to need a bit of conversation help. Some like,
Oh, I'm walking over there.
Right.
I
Is
am.
there
yeah,
any-
you're less help.
I am watching Septi fawn over. Maximum. Like, I'm not comfortable. I'm like sitting back. I'm like, don't touch me. I'm watching something.
Is there an opportunity to go talk to
Tate?
Max?
Or Maxim?
Maxim.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
If
you
you
So
can
I'm gonna
share your way through that.
I'm gonna grab her hand,
yeah.
head over there a little bit, and I'm gonna whisper in her ear, Septi, you should go talk to him. And
I can't. He's too pretty.
you're too pretty, Septi. You can do this. I'm gonna give her a little bardic inspiration. Yes! Oh my god, I didn't plan any of this and I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so glad it went in Backstreet Boys direction. All right.
God.
It's so easy to get to Maxim, especially because you are so in a way determined.
Yeah.
This bardic inspiration, all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I can talk to him. Yeah, I am a unique and beautiful individual, and he would be blessed to know me.
And look at this dress.
Yep, exactly. He needs to see
and the hat.
that dress.
Ladies, all we need is a little bit of bardic inspiration to get on.
So you can like, there are a couple of girls standing in front of him that are trying to talk to him. They look weak. You can shove them aside and get up onto the stage. You stumble right up onto the stage in front of him. And you look up at him, and he's sitting there like, hello.
Hello. Hello. Trying very hard.
I'll walk up behind and wave a little. Seem reasonable in comparison.
Yeah.
A little wink. Charming.
And he blushes immediately and looks down at his pan flute he wants to be busy, but
There's nothing to do.
You can't do anything with a pan flute. It's a tiny little instrument. Like he just holds it.
I'm gonna do like a very, very too deep curtsy, like basically on the floor, and Druid craft like the most gorgeous flower, like probably what I think the drink was made out of, the purple flower, and just present it to him in my deep curtsy.
Make a nature check.
I'm less drunk now, though.
Yep.
Just less.
Yep.
Please
You
don't.
also have bardic inspiration that you
Yes.
do.
Yes, you do.
Don't waste it on this one.
Don't waste it. 16.
16. You make actually a flower that you've never seen before. You take inspiration from different flowers that you've seen, and you put them all together, and you concentrate, and you, out of the center of your palm, a flower materializes, and it has these almost lily petals that curve outwards, and they're a deep purple, but if you look into them, they're very silky when you touch them. They almost have a dusting of, like, gold in them. They shimmer.
I'm inspired by your music. It was so lovely, and this is how it makes me feel. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And he, like, very gingerly takes the flower and is looking down at it very sweetly. He's enamored with this flower. Super, super shy about it, though. And he sticks the stem into his pan flutes, and he's like, thank you.
Oh my god. My name is Septi.
She's exceptional.
Oh, I get it. Oh, that's
Do you get it?
Yes.
Oh my god, no
That's-
one's ever gotten it.
That's really cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I picked it myself.
I like your name a lot.
Thank you. I like your music a lot too, Max. Like I know your name because the band. Max. Yeah,
Thank you.
You're great.
Oh, thanks. I just try my best. You know.
It's really good. You do a really good job.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thanks.
And, not just coming from a horde of teenagers, you do play very well.
Yeah,
thank you.
Or it's a bard.
You're a bard?
Yeah, we're really good friends, and
That's really cool.
So yeah, like,
Some might say.
yeah. So if you want to like hang out like away from all the other people and stuff, then that's okay too, because you can like hang out with us.
Sure. Yeah. That'd be really neat.
Yeah?
I would like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
We're just like there's some tables. Yeah.
Sure.
We'll, like go hang
Yeah,
out.
You want to go sit at a table?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's very awkward. He's like this really big figure, and he's super muscly because he's, a half-orc. But he holds himself in such a delicate way, like he maybe feels like he's smaller than he actually is. He hunches a little bit, and he wanders over to where there's a little low table and two big cushions.
I go
and
ahead and I head over directly to that
he flops down on one of the cushions, and he's still holding his pan flute. It's like he has not let them go.
Aww.
He will not let them go. Because then his hands won't have anything to do.
table. Hey there, empty table. Two of you guys sitting down. Looks like there's an extra seat. I'm going to sit right in between.
You're the person that Halder brought in, right?
I am. I'm a good friend of yours now.
Oh, okay, sure.
I didn't know Robin was here, so I'm just like eyes wide, mouth open, also getting in the way, so I'm like, I don't know how to feel.
Yep.
Like, I'm excited to see Robin, but why are you in between me and my...
Yeah. So, we're all friends, so you know it's a very friendly table where our friends are sitting. So I'm going to sit in the middle.
Maxim looks at you and goes, okay.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. Just finished.
I'm gonna lean over and stare directly at Robin.
Hi, Orth! You got big eyes right now. Why are you looking at me with those big eyes?
You have a fantastic hat!
Why, thank you.
D&D.
Did you notice my hat? Yeah, it makes me look taller, almost like I'm an orc.
Robin, come over here so I can see that beautiful hat a little bit closer.
Not really feeling like you looking at my hat.
Very strongly.
It looks like you're hot. Why are you waving at your face so much?
Come with me and get some drinks. Let's catch up.
I don't drink alcohol.
I know it's alcohol. I
mortified.
know you don't
Maxim
drink
is
alcohol.
sitting there
I was gonna get something
so
else.
uncomfortable, just holding his pan pipes, and then they slowly go in front of his face, like listening to these two argue and trying to be subtle about it. It's like the angry stage whisperer. He can definitely hear everything you guys are saying. He was really uncomfortable.
Septi, do you want me to go?
I'm really happy to see you, Robin. It's just... Just, like, go hang out with Urth for a little bit.
I'll go hang out with Maria. I walk into cushions and I start to cry. I'm full
Like
of
a little
emotions.
child,
I'm
you
full of
like
emotions.
you
I'm a
flop down.
young gnome.
Yeah, you
I'm a
flop
young,
down
just
on it,
past teenage gnome.
just fall into the cushion face first, and you're crying into this cushion, and people keep coming over and being like, "Are you okay?"
And I take out my pirated poetry, and I tear it out. I tear it apart in front of them, and I just keep crying.
Love is dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maxim's still there. He's still at your table.
How far away are you from the table? Because I'm picturing Robin just like flopped like directly behind them.
I think he waddled a little bit away.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm picturing like a toddler in full tantrum where they're so upset that they've exhausted themselves and they're not moving at all. Just right into a cushion.
Okay.
It's so cute.
Having watched Robin go and just flop down on the floor and start crying, I
Just see little legs kicking.
will not follow. I just sit down. I've had enough of this. Gotta take a little internal moment and sit down and play a few notes to calm myself. My harmonica, obviously. You know,
Yeah.
the one that I carry around.
Are you sitting at
with
our
me on
same
my neck.
table?
Yeah, I followed you guys.
Okay, cool.
You know, trying to...
Okay, cool. So maybe So like maybe the harmonica makes him feel a little bit better, and then
Maxim listens
You
to you
guys-
play. Hey, Maxim listens to you play a couple of notes, and he lowers the pan flutes, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you are a bard. That's really cool.
Some might say.
I like your harmonica."
yeah, Urth's really good. Like you're really good.
Oh, thanks. I trained for a while, so yeah.
Are you like from here?
Yeah, I was born in the mountains just outside of town, and then I came here to go to the Bard College.
That's where I went.
Oh, really? Cool.
Did you all go to the Bard College? Or, like, are you all from here?
Holder and I went to the Bard College. Tate joined us later.
Like when?
Like,
I mean, I
years
just don't
ago.
remember.
Yeah, these guys are one of the success stories from our school, obviously.
They
That's
put
so
my
cool.
portrait in the main office.
I've seen it.
Oh my god, I'd love to go see that. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, thanks. The band is really fun. We didn't expect it to get so popular. Tate's handling it better than anybody. Well, no, I guess Holder's handling it pretty well. But yeah, Tate seems pretty chill with it. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you meet Tate?
Tate was a friend of Holder's from a long time ago. They both came from a town up north. And they were both friends up there. They went to school together up there, and then they came down here, and that's where we met.
So you guys just like play here all the time, or do you like go on tours?
Sometimes we tour, sometimes we go down to Bonnet, and then, sometimes we go back to Holder's hometown because that's a place that he really likes.
What's that place? I haven't tried.
Have you heard of the dwarven city up north? It's called Dunmager. And he says it with a really terrible accent.
Yeah. I haven't heard of it.
Yes,
but
you
I've
have.
never been.
It's a gated city in a mountain. It was built by dwarves, but it has become incredibly diverse. Really, really big city. Underground. Yep.
Okay.
I know a lot of people who've been, probably.
That's cool.
Do you like miss home and stuff? Sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah? I know I do.
Yeah.
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 I think you're really cool. Thanks for sitting down with me.
I think you're really cool too. I think if you wanted to like write your own music and stuff, like you totally could.
I totally did. I totally did. I wrote a song. Do you wanna see the lyrics?
Yeah.
And he pulls out of his jerkin this like ripped up piece of paper that has been magicked back together. So it still has all the rips in it, but it won't fall apart. And it's crumpled, and the handwriting is awful, and there's ink splatters everywhere. But he passes this to you, and it's this absolutely ridiculous, sappy song about the sun and the moon and how they're so different, but they still love each other so much. But to you, oh my god, this is poetry. This is Keats.
So good.
This is Byron. This is fucking Shakespeare.
This is amazing. You guys should play this.
Oh, thanks. I was gonna show it to Holder. Yeah, we're about to go do another show down in Bonnet, and then we're gonna go up north to this little town near the Wildenwood, and then we're probably gonna go down south back again. And he glances off to the side and he sees that Holder has stepped down from the stage and has his instrument in a case, and Tate is right behind him with his instrument in a case. And he goes, I have to go. We're gonna head off to our next destination because it'll take us a little bit. And he pulls this green silk sack out of his jerkin, and he just sticks his panpipes in there and closes it, but the little flower is still on top, and he like puts it very gingerly into his jerkin so it won't get crushed. And you can see a couple of the petals poking out.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I gotta go now, but it was really nice to see you, and I hope I see you again soon.
I hope I see you again really soon too. Because you're nice to talk to, and you're very handsome.
And he just blushes bright red. He's like, okay, I have to go.
Okay.
You're very exceptional. And he stands up and I'm gonna
And I just kind of sit there and watch him leave, and then
quickly
I
shoulder up
fall
to
over in the booth.
Sapti and push her and go give him a better goodbye.
And I. How tall is he?
very tall.
I thought that
Very
was pretty
tall.
good.
He's taller than you. You would have to like stand up on tiptoes, and he would have to lean down for any kind of hug to happen.
Use the answer.
But yeah, I want to like run up and give him. Yeah, I want to try to do that. I was gonna say I want to give him like an attack hug, but I think I'm just gonna like pull on. God, I'm like 5 foot. I'm just gonna like pull on his shirt and just have like try and like, make him pull.
So as she tries to do this, there's a loud wail. And I've gotten very like there's been one cushion I'm a little bit more fixated on because it's like the perfect size for me where I can like muffle my cry and like hold on to it as well. So like I just like peek out from the cushion and I see this and I like whale cry and then I shove my face back into the cushion.
A lot of these cushions too are like full body size. They're like floor cushions.
Yeah.
So you can lay down on one and be completely on top of it.
Yeah, like a cushion's on top of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like run up and pull on it.
Make a strength check
A strength check?
to pull him down.
I'm just getting his attention. I'm not trying to yank him down.
All right. If you're just trying to get his attention, then he's following Tate and Holder, and they're going out the door. And he feels you tug on his sleeve or something, and he turns around and goes, yeah.
Does he see me, or did he
Yeah,
look down?
Well, he looks straight forward because that's you get the feeling that this is what he's used to, is looking straight forward and being eye level with people. But then he realizes, oh wait, and he has to look down. And he looks down and he sees you and he goes, yeah.
And I beckon him down real quick because he's so tall.
And he bends down almost halfway.
And I give him a kiss on the cheek. Like, it was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Oh, I have to go. And he tries to walk backwards out the door, and he slams into the door frame, and he goes, oh!
And I just kind of waving all cute,
bows
in my
his
dress.
head to have to get underneath the door frame and stumbles. You hear a couple of glasses fall. He goes, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll pay for that later. And he wanders out, and you feel very smug for a second, and then you look around and you see all these girls staring at you.
Oh.
And me waving from across the room. Thumbs up, yeah!
And I get really excited. I kind of jump up and down a whole bunch, and then I run back over to Ord.
High fives.
So many high fives.
Well, I'm gonna try to block Tate from leaving.
Yeah, we were waiting to talk
They're
to Tate.
already out the door.
Then I had.
Obviously, this was
While
more
that
important.
was happening, I had been approaching Tate.
Yeah, we were all three going to Tate.
Rewind.
Do
While all that was happening.
or do we be following them?
Okay, well, I'll say that since this conversation with Maxim took a little bit, we'll have this conversation with Tate, but you only have a certain amount of time to talk to him.
Okay.
I imagine, we're only gonna get a few awkward questions anyway.
So-
There are a couple of tieflings that are super into him.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm gonna march right in front of them because F those tiny girls.
It makes some really upset noises.
And
I'm just gonna look at them, and then I'm gonna turn back to Tate, and I'm gonna smile and put on the nicest face I can with the lingering rage behind it. Just hi, you did really well.
Thanks.
I'm gonna look at
Come up.
Ibelin.
Pardon me, sir. That was an exceptional performance. Thank you for that.
Cool.
Is your
Thanks.
Did I, by any chance, did we get incidentally cross paths earlier today in town? Were we out in town for the festival?
No, I don't think I know you guys.
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so because we thought that we saw you earlier. And do you remember this fellow?
What is this?
What my friend means to say is he's having an interesting day today.
Looks like a tattoo, dude. Are you someone's dad?
What did you do to me?
No.
I didn't do anything to you, dude.
He's
You
drunk.
touched me. You did this.
Urth.
What did you do?
Go sit
I
down.
didn't do anything.
Urth,
Who
go sit
are you
down.
people?
You wear cloaks much?
Yeah? Do I have to call security?
No. We're
No,
fine.
it's over at the door where you
We're
can just
fans.
see the elbow.
I
of
assure
this
you,
female
we're
orc.
fine. Everyone.
Can you put your hand
Everyone
down?
is
Like,
fine.
you're
Put-
weirding me out.
Urth, put your
Are you
hand
like a
down.
magic
Put your hand
user?
down.
Are you gonna blast me with a fireball or something?
No.
We might
I
have.
wish that I could. What did you do?
I didn't do anything to you, dude! God! What is
Everyone-
your problem?
Can I roll?
No.
You are my
Urth-
problem!
We're just asking you
We
some
might have the
questions
wrong guy,
because
Urth.
we saw
You guys are
someone
making me
that looked
really uncomfortable, okay?
Can I roll insight?
uncomfortable.
Sure, roll an insight.
This went as bad
As
as I thought it would.
12?
Yeah. Does he seem to be?
From what you can tell,
Yeah.
he seems earnest and he seems like a frightened teenage boy, so he's getting belligerent. All you can get from him right now is that he wants you to leave him alone.
Well, I'm gonna let Evelyn lower my hand and persuade me.
Yeah.
Especially since the kid seems to be
Urth?
telling the truth.
I do believe there's some more fine drink off in that direction. I think you should go have some of that. Because then you should sit down. There you go.
Touching my nose, pointing at the kid, and I go grab a wine.
All right.
I'm just gonna
And
watch
fume.
as they leave. I'm gonna slowly turn my body, but I'm not gonna break eye contact with it until it is physically impossible for me to. And then I'm gonna go follow and get some more alcohol.
You guys are making me, like, really uncomfortable right now.
Does he say that after I turn around?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna whip back around at him.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go. Holder, can we leave now? We need to go. And Holder is just drunk and talking to fans, so he doesn't really hear.
Apologies for that, sir. That's don't know where that came from. Just excellent performance. Thank you. Have a good afternoon, and then awkwardly turn around and leave.
Alright, cool.
Handled that smoothly. So.
I'm fuming into a wine.
Sure. At this point,
You and me both.
the conversation
yes.
with Maxim has ended, and you guys can all see Septi go up to him and give him a kiss on the cheek, and this poor half-orc, so embarrassed and then so pleased at the same time, stumbling into furniture, hits the door frame on his way out. This poor guy just has no idea
I
what
like
to do
to
with it.
think I'm just like, ooh.
Maybe stubs a toe
Yeah.
on his way out. And then the band is gone. Everyone make a perception check.
I'm probably just covered in that pillow still and crying.
Probably, yeah.
And my hope is that eventually on one of the tassels, I just hold on to it and drag it around like a child with a
line of security
with
blanket.
like a safety blanket for a little bit. Oh yeah.
Cute.
Like, have we ever under the notion that these two are having a thing?
15.
Evelyn?
11.
22. With your 22, Ord, this is your domain. Delar is totally your domain. You know this place pretty
I've been in this room before.
You have been in this room before, absolutely. You have your wits about you a little bit more than everyone else. You notice that the tiefling has left his cloak in a corner.
Of course,
It's
didn't
in
help
a
that
pile
we
of
asked
clothes.
that question outright.
Yeah.
Potentially.
How many cloaks do you wear, dude?
Wear cloaks much?
That's fine.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're sitting like at the bars, they're sitting wherever, and I'm still standing and just like blank stares, like subtle.
Yeah. This whole
Distinctly feeling like if I'd done
encounter
that by myself, I could have
was
done.
very obvious.
I'm a cudgel, not a rapier.
Since I see that, I'm gonna head over to Urth. Where is he in the room at this
I'm
point?
fuming
I have
on
to
a
look for
wine.
him.
So-
I'm at the wine tray, probably just double fisting.
So the stage is in the back of the room. It's sort of a rectangular shaped room, and this table with all these drinks is towards the front. And the cloak in the pile of coats was down at the back near where the stage is. It's opposite the stage in a corner.
Where am I in relation to these 2 points?
I think you were about in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah. At the table where Septi and Maxim had been talking.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna head over to the cloak.
Okay.
I see that he's, facing into some drink. And I'm just gonna go get it.
Wait, was I standing over with Ord after our high five attack? Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you went over to Maxim and you were at the doorway.
Yes, and then I ran
She
back
came
to...
back
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ran back to her, and then
I thought you were standing with Ord.
Yeah, then I'll just go with you.
It's a black cloak. It's pretty typical. There's nothing of note about it, except in a corner you can see this embroidery in black. So it's hard to spot unless you know it's there. It's a little bit shiny. It's a symbol that's been embroidered into it. It has 2 waves going and arcing in different directions.
That's it. That's the only thing.
It's the only thing.
That's
Do
the
I-
only thing.
Do I
It's very
see
small in a
it? Do
corner.
you show it to me?
You have to squint a little bit because of the light in here, but you
Okay.
can see it.
Does it look like any of the glyphs that I saw?
Not a glyph.
Are there
Okay.
any
It-
pockets?
not the same,
It's like
like,
ocean waves
Okay.
arcing away from each other.
No
Okay.
hidden pockets in this cloak? Okay, I'm just gonna bundle it up and walk over to yours.
Okay.
You probably see the same symbol hanging around my neck.
It's the symbol
Yeah.
for Umberlee. You can see it on his
Since it looked like waves, I thought, maybe he'd like this.
You feel that velvet again, and when you look down, this little... It looked like a parentheses upside down. It looks now like it kind of has eyelashes. It looks like a closed eye has been tattooed onto your palm.
Yikes.
And you're showing me the cloak
Yeah,
because I'm looking at my palm.
Yeah, I probably came up from behind and tapped you on the shoulder. Does this cloak look familiar?
I'm looking at. Do I spot the embroidery, or are you showing
you can
I specifically show you the corner.
So I'm like cloak, embroidery in one hand, the eye in the other, and I'm kind of like, what is this? Up to I'm talking to Umberlee now. What is happening?
You get nothing.
I'm gonna touch my palm to the embroidery.
Feels like a cloak, man.
I like that you're trying.
Though, yeah.
I like that you're trying to make a deduction though. There, It's nice.
It's not what I usually do.
Yeah.
I don't try to deduce things.
Urth, as you're trying to make a connection to your goddess, she's known for being a bit withholding. She's not necessarily the kind of goddess to just, when you're praying to her and being like, hey, I have some questions, can you answer? She won't be the person that comes in and is like, yeah, friend, let's have a conversation. She's hard to get to.
Right.
If you really, absolutely, desperately need her, Umberlee will be there, but at a price. And she's not going to come at your whims. You are her servant. You cannot pull her to you at will. As you are trying to open up your senses to this goddess, you get another ping. And you'd felt this earlier. It's a temple of Umberlee somewhere. It's very faint. But you get it again. Because you were opening your senses to her.
I definitely want to find that temple. So, yeah, I'm opening my mind in any way. I don't know if it's like a divining rod, but I'm going.
You don't get a sense of direction.
Yeah.
You...
This was inland, right?
Yeah. Delar is inland. You get a faint ping, and then it disappears. It's not like a compass. It's not going to lead you to it.
I'll probably have to ask some people.
Yeah.
But where do you find sailors?
I'm gonna follow on over since I'm sort of watching after him, and just be like asking. Is this the same cloak? Did you find a connection?
Looks like an eye now.
Oh wow, that's disturbing.
But this is a symbol of Umberlee embroidered on this cloak.
Does Umberlee ever have anything to do with an eye?
Can I do a religion check?
Sure.
I mean, I know like it wouldn't be something that would immediately come to mind. 5.
Not a clue.
Have you
I've forgotten most of the major tenets of my own religion.
Umberlee?
I have
Umberlee?
I have the city secrets background feature.
Yeah.
To like finding stuff.
To finding stuff?
Well, you know the secret patterns in flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. You can travel between any two locations twice as fast.
Yeah, you can find alleys and stuff. That doesn't necessarily tell
where.
you. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily tell you. There's a temple right here. As far as you know, this might just be like a small shrine in someone's house. This might be a huge temple somewhere. Yeah. You don't know.
We can ask around.
You don't get a sense of size. You don't get a sense of type. You don't get a sense of location. You just know there's something dedicated to Umberlee here.
Yeah.
Probably a temple, knowing that it's Delar, and there's a temple to almost every god here. Because this city is so jam-packed with people.
I definitely want to make my way back out to the marketplace. Maybe start asking some people.
Okay.
So this is a cloak that has the symbol to your god?
Yes.
Interesting.
Which makes me feel moderately better about this. But still,
see.
It's my god.
Still uncertain.
She's not known for her kindnesses.
Carry symbols of Umberlee embedded into your clothing.
Well, I have my holy symbol.
Yeah.
And I wear it openly.
Okay. Interesting.
Just this seems... I was wondering if this was a common thing for worshippers of Umberlee, or what's going
The
on.
thing with Umberlee is you placate, you beg, you don't, she's not going to show up at your whim, as I heard once somewhere a few seconds ago.
I know how that feels.
I have gone over since they've had this conversation. I'm
What's
trying to
happening?
comfort.
Why is
Robin.
Robin crying?
I don't want to be near her. I'm
Would not
I'm keeping her
accept it,
distance.
I look at Leah. What did you do to Robin?
And I'm just
I
trying.
take
I'm still just
I take
sitting
my
there.
cushion and I hold it out like away from her. Like go.
They're fine.
No.
They're just working out a little bit of business. But so what you're telling me is that perhaps there's some worshippers of the same god as you here in town.
It would seem so.
Okay. Interesting. So, if by chance this is related to that, then we might seek them out. Although we don't actually know that your hand is related
No.
to your god.
I know of no eye symbols in that.
Most troublesome.
The only thing is, a long time ago, I forgot to do my morning placations once. And
Once we'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
My
And
goodness.
The ship went down that day. So I felt pretty bad about that, because, everyone died.
I felt pretty bad.
And I fancied, that in the eye of the storm that was blowing us about, that I saw a great shape of a woman and the two eyes up in the clouds. And then the next thing I knew, I woke up on dry land.
My God.
This eye looks closed. Do you think it'll open?
If it does, I'm going to be freaked out.
I imagine all of us will be. We should definitely
Find out
find
what's
out
going on.
what's going on with that. And at least we have some kind of clue.
We have to find this temple or shrine or whatever it may be.
Okay.
As this is happening, I kind of tug on your hand, on your dress. I'm really short, so I tug on. You're pretty tall too, right?
Yeah, I'm 5'10".
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I tug on your dress and I go, "Hey, big, mean, scary fighter lady.
My
do
name's
you-
Leah.
Yeah, that one. Do you mind if I can just? Do you mind carrying me for a little bit?
Oh my god.
Sure.
Here's a cushion. It's full of my tears. It's a little wet. I'll just sleep on it if you just carry me." And I just climb up her, and then I just go into the cushion, and I'm there again.
Just standing
I'm
there a little
again.
uncomfortable with this tiny halfling
Oh
or
my
gnome
Yeah,
in my
little gnome.
arms.
Robin, I'm sorry.
I don't want your apologies.
Oh my god.
Gently
Do you
pat.
want a hug? No.
You want a flower?
No. Okay, that's it.
Hoist him up like a little child. Pat his back.
He's very light.
Okay.
He kind of smells good.
I weigh 35 pounds. Tiny.
Just awkwardly patting your back with trying to be tender but doesn't really understand, so
It's
it's
very
just kind of
mathematical.
a very flat palm.
Dead fish.
The weight of a pinky only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentle.
Speaking to the others, I said, I guess I can't really blame him, because, he said he thought we were dead. So,
That must be why he's so upset.
It's a very emotional time for all of us.
We have had a strange day, to be sure.
Robin, we are very happy to see you again.
Robin, I missed you a
Let's go
lot.
find the temple. I'm done talking about my emotions.
We
This is
have.
the moment when Robin truly gets hardened to the world.
Oh.
Dreams are crushed.
It's gonna become so serious. Yeah. You asked around. You said you were gonna go and ask people about the temple.
Yeah, and also I'm figuring a temple to Umberlee would be as close to the sea as possible.
You'd
so maybe
think, wouldn't
heading
you?
that
Yeah,
side of
you
town.
would think, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, that would be my logic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna head to that side of town.
You're not asking anyone?
Well, I have to ask people in that side of town.
Okay. There's not really. I mean, there's a side of town that faces the ocean, but it's several miles away, and it's past the
Oh,
Jewel
this is a
Lake.
huge.
That's right. We are in a big city.
Yes.
Maybe if we consider
we're
that we're
also
still in the
You're
location.
not anywhere near. You're not even near a beach.
Right. maybe if we consider that we're still in the town, in where we are right now, we can just
There's a
try
ton
and
of people
ask someone who seems like,
I just
or walk outside.
the first like marketplace person. I'm like, I recognize my symbol. They're in a shrine about temple.
You ask a couple of people. A lot of them don't know, and at this point, you're getting a little disheartened. Like, if no one knows where this temple
we're like
is,
walking from
maybe
place
it
to
is.
place to place.
Maybe it is just a small shrine in someone's house
Yeah.
that you're feeling. And then you stop a fishmonger,
Yes.
of course. And this fishmonger has a brand of her symbol on his arm, on his beefy bicep. He is sunburnt as hell, with an underlying tan from being out on the sea. He smells faintly of the ocean, and you can see just a very faint amount of sea salt on him. Which happens to fishers, and at some point they just kind of go, whatever, it's going to be there.
My chainmail is salt stained.
Yes, it is.
What time of day is it?
It's a little past 2.
Oh my gosh,
We
what a
started
day.
drinking super early.
Yes,
Like
you did.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Is the fishmonger handsome?
I mean, sort of.
Is handsome
He's
as a
mostly in
fishmonger.
burnt-
He's
tan.
older. Smells like sweat and the ocean. Kind of squat. The kind of person that doesn't really have a neck. Big head on shoulders.
I like him already.
He's scarred up. He's very scarred up.
I'm going over to him, and definitely make sure my symbol's prominently. Blessings of the sea upon you, sir.
Blessing to the bitch queen.
Yes. She is called the bitch queen.
Yes,
That's awesome.
I feel awkward saying it, though.
Can I help you?
Yes. Would you be aware of a shrine or a temple thereabout? I'm getting a sense of something, but I can't seem to find it.
Yeah, it's in the second segment of the city. You have to go find this fountain of a dolphin and give it an offering just for good luck. You don't have to, but you know. And
I
then,
missed my placations once. I'm not doing offering.
jeez.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm so sorry. Wow. Learned your mistake then.
Yeah, it's a big slip up. Yeah.
Yeah. So you find this daffy looking fountain, and then you take a left, and you're gonna go down this alley for quite a ways, and then it bends to the left around a building, and you can either take a left again to go back out to the main street, or you can keep going straight, and it will end a little dead end, and there will be a doorway on your right. And
That's it.
That's it.
Friend, you wouldn't happen to know anything about this sort of symbol, would you? And I show him my hand.
He freezes up. No, I don't.
Insight on that?
Insight.
Sure.
Insight.
Inside.
I'm gonna do that too.
You always forget what insight is. 12.
I mean, maybe he's not happy about it. I don't know, man. What? Nat 20?
Yeah.
You did it too?
Nope, I'm just happy. I tug on your, I tug on your shirt and I just kind of look over it and watch, feeling like
So-
something good's about to happen.
You're a little preoccupied by the feeling of the
Yeah.
ocean that's coming off of this man. It's something that you've missed. And it's almost intoxicating in a weird way.
Yeah. I
Being
try not to
so-
sniff him.
Being so observant, Ord, you can definitely tell this guy is stiff. He is uncomfortable. And he looks like he might want to start packing up to go home.
Take it you've had a bad experience around this.
No.
Not at all.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you know what's good for you, you won't know either.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Funny thing about me, I don't really know what's good
I cannot help
for
you.
me.
I cannot help you. You should go.
You're,
You should
you're
go.
so-
I am not going to tell you anything. You should go.
Yes, that's not suspicious at all, friend.
You should go. And if you knew anything, you would take my advice and leave.
Go where? Where would you have me go?
Wherever you need to get away.
From here?
You don't need to know specifics. If someone tells you to go, maybe just go. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I'm fine with not talking to him anymore, even though he smells amazing. But I'm definitely going to the Fountain of the Dolphin.
Okay.
I'm gonna... No, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna try and charm this
You
guy.
gonna charm him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God. I was gonna try the same thing, but you might have better luck.
All right. What exactly does that entail?
I'm gonna look that up right now.
It's probably a wisdom save, I'm guessing.
I guess.
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw. That's all.
It's just a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Normal DC, you can't make him do anything that's too crazy.
What's your DC?
It is.
It's very possible he might be opposed enough to this where... This is all out of character, I'm saying, but like as far as the way charm works, trying to convince him of doing something he doesn't really want to do will break it.
But he considers us a friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
it
Yeah.
means he might.
You can kind of ease him into something, but you can't say,
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
go throw yourself on that dagger
More
over
amiable
there.
to suggestion.
Where
Yeah,
do I...
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your
You should have a DC down somewhere.
I should, but I don't know where it is on this.
On your spell sheet?
Yeah.
On like your spells.
Yeah, but I don't have
Eight,
it.
it's 8 plus
No,
your
no, it's
proficiency
there,
plus
13.
your
13?
spellcasting.
All right. You attempt to charm this man. You get the sense that he has been so hardened by the sea that it doesn't quite affect him. You need a powerful spell to affect some sailors because they have just been so bombarded
What's
by
that lure
life
of the
on
sea?
the ocean. Yeah.
It's hard to charm that off someone.
Yeah. You feel it sort of fizzle.
I tried.
And he can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can tell.
Yeah.
And he stands up threateningly.
I like to think he's a cleaver.
He's a fishmonger.
He has nothing in his hand.
Okay.
Let's go. Leave him be.
Give him a
Let
look back.
us.
So, aren't we on the second level of the city already?
Yeah, you're down near the lower part of the second level.
Okay.
He has nothing more to give us. He's too afraid.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
And he spits in your direction.
I spit back.
Jesus.
He reaches down under the counter and he pulls out a glaive.
I grab my hammer.
No,
Nope.
Fountain. We're gonna go find the fountain. Thank you so much for your help, sir. Flower.
Peacekeeping. He watches you leave and he does not let go of
It's the
glaive.
flower.
I'm like, very good, Septi. Thank you.
I'm kind of
And we're like
walking
dragging your...
backwards.
Just
with the
doing a full
hammer.
grab by like a strap.
I've
on
got
the
his
hammer.
arm like
I'm
elbow-
letting
my
myself
elbow
be
around it.
drug away.
I have Robin in one arm and my other hand on my longsword.
It's not
As we
unusual for
walk
sailors
away.
to
And
fight
after that
tough.
happened, I think I would I could feel her go to her longsword, so I kind of jump out of her arms, and I'm like, better, thank you. And then I take the cushion and I strap it to my back as best as I can, and I continue on my way.
Okay. All right.
Is it okay if it's about 2.5 foot tall cushion?
You look so bizarre.
Thanks.
You do manage to rope it onto your back. You get the sense that if you ever came into that bar again, you would have to pay for this cushion that you stole.
I just keep walking defiantly. Yeah.
Man, that guy turned into such a jerk.
Yeah,
When
well,
I saw that.
I'm worried about this again because obviously he knows what it means
and wouldn't tell us.
and wouldn't tell us.
Well, we should go fix it.
He gave us some direction. Let's go find the temple.
I feel like we can definitely do anything right now.
To the dolphin.
Because I kissed Maxim, and so, like, I think we have, like, so much good luck right now. We should go, and then we'll save you forever.
I start to slowly pull the pillow just forward. And just walk forward. It covers just enough. Like, just to the nose. Just enough to muffle.
Whoa there.
Success!
Use it.
Just the background music.
Not a
There
very
we go.
intense march to the
yeah.
dolphin fountain.
Oh, I'm marching in tempo.
Yes. So I continue on my way over here.
All right. So with the cushion strapped to your back, you guys get through. There's a lot of people still celebrating. This is like a week-long thing. People get really drunk every single day. There's a couple of people that are like asleep in the streets, piled off to the side, clutching their ales and their drink cups. There are still people peddling their wares up here. You get that where the fishmonger was, it was the last of the food section of the lower ring of the city. And when you get a little bit further, you can see above the heads of the crowd this fountain. It's an old, like, iron fountain of a dolphin, or what is probably a dolphin, and it's spitting this one arc of oddly pure and crystal clear water. It's covered in a little bit of a patina. It's old, and you would expect the water to be a little old, but this is brand new. And you have a feeling it's probably because of the aqueducts, because the city was so scarred by its experience with the undead. And the undead cannot pass over running water, so they protected themselves in any way they could. So, you follow his directions. You get into an alley, and it is cool and dark back here. All light is basically cut off. There's a bunch of streamed canopies way up above you on the top of the buildings. There are a bunch of windows. Some of them are open, some of them are closed. A lot of them have garlands and little hanging bits and bobs outside of it that are in keeping with the festival. Some of them have like a little gold fool icon that's been put up in various places. This is the crowning of the king. The king of life. And they always make him look like a jester. So he's a popular icon for this festival. And you get down a little bit further. There's that left he said not to take that goes back out to the main street. You keep going.
I did make an offering to the fountain when we went by the way. Threw in like 6 silver, 5 copper. Perfect. Which is about half of what I have left.
So you keep going into an alleyway where it's very dark. There's no like side streets coming in, so there's no light coming in from anywhere. And you
Ball is in my hand.
You see a single wooden door, painted blue, but it's chipping off. It's old wood underneath it. It has this big brass knocker in the center that's a circle with a little dotted pattern, and there are big braziers set up outside that have a bunch of candles that are just dripping wax everywhere. There's piles of wax all over near the door.
Let me approach it, maybe. Just check on it for you. I don't want you to get shocked by your god. I don't know.
I motion for Robin to proceed.
Okay. So first, I would like to stealth, just because I'm assuming it's an alleyway and is it a little dark?
Yeah, I assume that you guys were already in the alley, so you're
okay.
Really close to the door.
Cool. I just want to stealth up to the door too, because I don't know if someone's like on guard or something.
Yeah, go for it.
That would be a 22 stealth, and then I'm going to walk up to the door. I'm going to make an investigation check to see if I can figure out if it's locked, if there's something going on with it. 17.
There's nothing really threatening about this doorway. You can see it pretty well because of the lit candles that are all around it. The odd thing about this door is that there's no doorknob, so you get the sense that the only way to get in is to be let in. But there is the knocker.
I think we're clear. And I just kind of drop back and motion for Urth.
I walk up and knock.
On the door, or do you use the knocker?
I use the knocker.
The knocker?
Yeah.
You knock 3 times, and it echoes deep within, almost like an endless cavern. You hear it keep going for a while. And then the door creaks open, and there's a man in a black robe. He's got a long white beard that has been braided, and it's got a couple of beads down at the bottom. And he has scars all down the side of his face and down his chin. And he just looks to you.
Blessings of the sea, my friend.
He nods his head.
Can I come inside?
Nods his head
Pay my
again.
respects. My friend's with me.
Takes a second and then nods again, pulls the door open further, and steps back to let you in.
I walk inside.
I follow.
Following.
Yep.
The inside of this temple, it's actually not that big. You don't know why it echoed so deeply. like it was a cavern. There's a little foyer. It's very small and cramped. You can all barely fit into this foyer where there are a couple low benches. There's walls that go around and to the left, and they open up into the temple itself, the temple proper. And you can glance up, and there's a dome in the ceiling, and all along the stone walls are depictions, frescoes, paintings. Lots of Umberlee, lots of water, a couple sea creatures, a lot of fish. And off to your left, where the temple proper is, there's a couple of pews, and all these pews are all mixed-matched. You kind of think that they were the leftovers from another temple, or other temples, when they got new pews that looked better. There's even more candles in here, and they're dripping everywhere. There's wax all over the place, all around the outer perimeter. There's a single altar, which is another fountain, and it has this statue of a woman. This is in stone. It's a nice white marble, perfectly pristine. Nothing else in this marble. It's just a pure, glistening white. There's a constant flow of water coming from this little spout at her feet into what looks like a clamshell dish. It's got a very faint clamshell look to it. And there's a couple of other people in here. There's a larger man in the corner whittling. He is scarred all the way from the middle of his forehead, around his eye, and down to the corner of his mouth. And this is something you've seen before. This is, there's a pirate band that was notorious for leaving their victims scarred, and there were only ever maybe 3 or 4 survivors of a crew when these pirates would come by. This is a sickle. Someone has taken a sickle and just carved his face in a crescent from forehead to the corner of his mouth.
It's a good look.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other people in robes, a couple of other plainclothes people, sailors mostly. There's a very heavy scent of the ocean in this place. And there's a woman, a very muscular woman, standing up right in front of the fountain with her arms crossed. And she turns over her shoulder to look at you all, and she has the biggest, nastiest, puckered scar all the way across her face at an angle over her nose. And it looks like she's actually missing a chunk of her nose, and it's been broken in places as well. This woman has seen a lot of battle. There are tons of tiny little scars pockmarking her face, her neck, her shoulders. What you can see of her body is covered in scars. There are a bunch of tattoos as well. And Urth, you know that this is probably a person of importance in this temple, because Umberlee respects those who win fights.
Yes, I'm vaguely embarrassed. I'm not more scarred.
Yeah, she respects the strongest. She doesn't care what your alignment is. If you're evil, even better. But if you win a fight, you're her champion. And the better the fight, the bigger the fight, the more body parts you lose, the more she appreciates it. She likes a rough and tumble brawler.
Think about cutting my head. Go over to him.
Just taking a sharp fingernail.
Yes.
Make the kind of offering that Ord can make is in the form of song. Knowing that sailors are not the most easily offended people, I'm not going to do it super loud, but just quietly, one of the songs I picked up from the boat.
As soon as you bring out your harmonica...
I know, I'm just singing quietly.
Okay, as soon as you make any kind of a musical sound, they all stand up. Everyone in the pews stands up, looks at you, shushes you silently.
The scarred woman, is she wearing vestments?
She's just wearing plain clothes. Nothing that says Umberlee.
Okay.
Can I take a look at the frescoes and just see if anything matches what's on his hand? Just, looking for it?
Make an investigation check.
I feel very thirsty
idea.
in here, so I drink some of my water.
It probably does make you feel thirsty. It feels like being on a boat.
Well,
There's even this very odd, you all kind of feel it, there's this very odd, almost swaying movement. It's so faint, it's almost imperceptible, but you kind of feel like you're on a boat.
And they're all still a little drunk.
Yes, there's also that.
I'm a
wanted to
sit
shanty.
and have my hands on top of my hammer, standing upright.
13.
13?
Yeah.
I mean, you see eyeballs.
Yeah, but not like...
Nothing that looks like this.
I'm gonna approach the muscular, scarred woman, who, by the way, I think is gorgeous.
She turns her full attention to you. She's a handsome woman. She has this aura about her that if you fucked with her in any way, she would ruin you. She wouldn't kill you. She would leave you alive, but she would salt your fields. She would ruin your family name. She would leave you destitute.
I think I fell in love with her.
Yep. Understandable.
But she wouldn't scar you, because...
Blessings to the sea. Blessings of the sea, my sister. I kind of give
And
her a
to
bow.
you. May the bitch queen be with you.
Yes, and also with you. It's hard to find this place. I believe I'm
If I were
afflicted.
you, I would keep your voice down in here.
I'm speaking in a whisper, but, there's trying to be heard. I believe I may be afflicted in a strange way, and I've never seen this before.
You should know, sailor, Umberlee does not heal sicknesses.
Yes, I'm well aware. I'm a cleric of Umberlee.
I see that.
But I've never seen this before, and would like a moment to pray for guidance at the altar, if that's acceptable.
Be my guest.
You wouldn't happen to know what this thing is, would you? And I show her my hand.
She betrays absolutely no emotion, but she doesn't say anything.
So that would be a no, then?
Still nothing. You hear a faint shuffle, and you look behind you, and the people that were in the pews have all moved into the back row. Like they don't want to be near you.
But she doesn't seem to care that much.
Not that you can tell. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Six.
She's like a wall of stone. She's almost as imperceptible
Yes, we're aware she's beautiful.
as this marble statue. No emotion. Nothing.
So I just kind of bow my head and kneel down at the altar. And it's like, hey, it's me.
Sup, girl?
It's me, Urth. I really need some help here, and I know that's not your way, but I need to know what this is, and I know I'm going to have to fix it myself, but I just need a direction here of someone who might be able to tell me how to get that started.
The only sound you can hear are your friends breathing right behind you and the faint trickle of water in front of you. And that's it.
About what I expected.
Since I've been looking at the frescoes, once I see everybody move into the pews, I'm gonna move into the back pew with one of them.
They keep their distance from you.
From me too?
Yeah. They don't know you.
They don't know you, man.
They don't know you, man.
You know me?
Leah's standing in silence, trying to look as tall and as strong as possible.
The symbol on your hand, is it a closed eye and an open eye?
Closed eye now.
Right,
Okay.
right now. It is.
So, can I look around for open eyes, like something that looks like his but open?
Septi had already done that.
Yeah.
You can do it if you want. Go ahead and make
Sure.
an investigation check.
That is a 26.
Nothing that looks like this. Nothing at all.
Think
There
of-
are, like I said, there are eyeballs. I mean, there's a bunch of fish. You can see fish
Okay.
eyes. There's depictions of Umberlee. And they're different artists, too, and different artists have different depictions of her. Some of them depict her with gills and no hair. Some of them have fins. Some of them are pure, like, beautiful beings. She's a whole variety. No one actually really knows what she looks like. But there are no eyes that look like that.
I'm going to take my little Kraken token and
Yeah.
set it up on the altar
Okay.
and kind of meditating and looking at it. It gives me bad dreams. It was on my chest when I woke up on dry land.
You put the token by your feet, and you feel that soft velvet touch again on your palm. And you look. ocean.
Yes.
And you might be imagining things, but it looks like the eye might be crying. It looks like very, very faintly tattooed underneath the closed eye is a single small tear. And all of a sudden you get a strong whiff of the ocean and then a feeling like you've been plunged deep into water. And you keep going further and further and further. And then it's gone. You're not drowning. You could breathe. But you felt the pressure of being under a lot of water.
Yeah, it was very disconcerting there for a moment.
Absolutely.
Did it remind me of that dream that we had so long ago?
No.
I take the Kraken, put it back in my pouch. And, just as a final thing, I'm like, I'm really sorry I forgot the placations that one day. Feel sorry for the men that died. I know you spared me for a reason. I'll figure this out. And I get up and walk away.
You get, for a split second, you get a feeling of a very, 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 very faint feeling of what could be close to regret. And then a stronger one of resignation and anger.
I got to her.
It doesn't feel like it's coming from the statue.
Is it my feelings?
What is going on?
Well, on that question, we're actually gonna end this episode. Yay!
What?
Happy fun times, guys!
Woohoo.
Yeah!
Got a creepy tattoo and a love triangle.
Episode 2, being still drunk.
Episode 2 of Still Day Drinking in Dolar.
Yep.
Alright. Anyone have any announcements to make before we close it out?
Let me tell
Oh,
you.
yeah! Every Thursday, watch Starter Kit on Project Alpha.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
definitely do that.
It's on at 5:30 as we do a watch along. So members of the cast will be in chat if you watch it live. Otherwise, I think it just goes up in the morning if you don't want to watch it.
Because I was gonna say I've started doing my live stream. I'm gonna move it to like 4:30 on Thursdays, but
Well, then you're all gonna have to make a choice.
Make a choice!
Or just watch
I think I can finally tell people too. Like, I don't think I've ever been able to actually say it, but Littlest Pet Shop and my Little Pony episodes are all up. So, like, if you want to watch my episodes and watch, some kids animation, they're actually really good for adults too.
because you're a great writer.
Yeah, it's Discovery. It's good. Thank you. That's very sweet. It's Discovery Family. 12 o'clock on Saturdays. 2 episodes airing back to back. It's a really, really cute show created by a lot of similar animators to My Little Pony and amazing voice actors as well. So I would recommend definitely tune in if you can. And then the only other thing is that one of my musicals, Starry, which I wrote, which is based on Vincent Van Gogh musical. It's Vincent Van Gogh. I have a degree in art history. I studied him. We got into a musical theater festival and a theater festival in LA.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm stoked. It's called She LA. It's for women playwrights and composers and creators, and it's not often that there's like a theater festival that's in LA, so it's like really nice to be able to be a part of this really awesome one. That'll be in July.
Bizarre.
Thanks.
Hopefully we will have some GGG news soon. Cross your
Hopefully.
fingers. Cross your fingers.
Yeah.
Pray to your deities.
Pray to all of your deities, man.
Pray
Give
to
a
your
blessing
Umberlees.
to Helm.
Yes.
Or
Send
maybe
pour one
slightly
out
more
for my
generous
homie.
guys.
Helm.
Yeah.
On that note, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on episode 8 next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.